Here, finally. I was beginning to think he wouldn't make it.
Right, wrong. Chicks will give you shit no matter what you do. This one's a real charmer, too.
Didn't want to trip any alarms. Had to come through quietly.
Fast forward a year.
Could have called off the guards, you know. Would have been quicker. Simpler.
I don't have that kind of authority. Yet.
Why are there three guys? What's she playing
That's our
at?
target. Hiromi Sato.
Who are the other two?
Target audience of today's presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
This is not what we agreed.
Look at me. See this? This is a look of unfucking surprise on my
I know the
face.
clause. To them, power is a question of strength, ruthlessness. This is the only way.
Maiko.
I'm about to jack him out. They will not be chirpy after the rude awakening. One show ends, another begins. Just as good and unforgettable. Understand?
All right, I'll do what I can. Jack him out.
Well, she is no Parker. Wait. What's going on? Who is this?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once. He murdered Oswald Forrest. And now he's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence. As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors. But this? I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Clouds needs new management.
Am I
Judy,
to understand that
can't
this
focus.
future manager stands before me now, speaking with such zeal?
With your permission.
Over my dead body. We were gonna get rid of him.
Am I to understand these as your conditions?
V, you gotta take him down. That's why
Dolls
we're
of
here.
Clouds are declaring their independence. Club will be run by them, and only them.
V, let me do the talking.
Tiger Claws will get a cut of the revenue, but they'll have no say in how the club is run.
Stop this right now.
I'll get everything under control.
You cannot even control your own mercenary. Hiromi will answer for his incompetence later, whereas you will answer for your insolence.
Here, finally. I was beginning to think he wouldn't make it.
Right, wrong. Chicks will give you shit no matter what you do. This one's a real charmer, too.
Can we get this over with?
Why are there three guys? What's she playing at?
That's our target, Hiromi Sato.
Who are the other two?
Target audience of today's presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
This is not what we agreed.
Look at me. See this? This is a look of unfucking surprise on my
I know the
face.
clause. To them, power is a question of strength, ruthlessness. This is the only way.
Maiko.
I'm about to jack him out. They will not be chirpy after the rude awakening. One show ends, another begins. Just as good and unforgettable. Understand?
All right, I'll do what I can. Jack him out.
Well, she is no Parker. Wait. What's going on? Who is this?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once. He murdered Oswald Forrest. And now he's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence. As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors. But this? I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Clouds needs new management.
Am I to understand that this future manager stands before me now, speaking with such zeal?
With your permission.
Over my dead body. We were gonna get rid of him.
Am I to understand these as your conditions?
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
Hiromi's gotta go.
So I have been told. And what then?
Would you execute all the clients and leave the doors to fuck one another instead?
Michael will make sure you receive a steady flow of funds in exchange for full autonomy. She'll continue running things as she has run them till now. But from now on, it'll be official.
Maida-san?
I have nothing to add.
You know what always annoyed me about Hiromi? He had no vision.
Call off this massacre.
He is a man who will not scratch the end of his nose unless you tell him with which hand to do it. We have one last formality to fulfill.
At midday tomorrow, I will present to you terms to which you will agree.
Your engagement ends here. If ever you should require a stable employee, we are not difficult to find.
I'll think about it.
Thank you. Come with me, V. Thanks, V. First transfer from Cloud's new manager coming your way.
Don't need your eddies.
But you can have them. And have Judy wrapped around your neck.
Keep 'em. Buy yourself something nice.
The hell did you do, V? No time to talk now. Just get out of there. You're clear for the elevator. I'll be waiting by Jig Street.
Fuck, V. You just stood there and watched her play us? At least you had the decency not to take her eddies.
If I hadn't settled it quietly, Hiromi wouldn't have been the last casualty. How many lives would you be willing to sacrifice for your pipe dream?
Fine. I'm sorry. Got carried away. This ain't how I imagined things panning out. But guess I should get used to it. No matter what you do, life's always gonna throw you a curveball.
Evelyn wanted everything in one go, too. And, immediately.
That's true. I'd always tell her that. Gonna go. Thanks for the help, V. Thank you again.
Don't mention it. See you around, Judy.
I do not understand. Does Arasaka not have enough of its own people?
Look around, sir. Things are heating up in the city. Zoots know
To
one
interrupt,
spot.
but
Oh, perfect timing.
Goro, good to see you.
As it is to see you, V. I acquired some information of my own. Do you know who most wish to honor Arasaka-sama with the parade? His murderer. The irony makes me sick.
What's in it for Yorinobu? Doesn't seem like the kind who care to honor tradition.
That is so. Japanese heritage is one element. Yorinobu will also put on a display of power. The floats are sure to be beautiful, but the wizened eye will see in them a hidden message to his foes.
What message would that be?
I am here, Gumindomo. Watch your backs.
Not one for subtlety, is he? Still don't see how this gets us anywhere.
I have had an idea. Look to the sky. The dash floats will pass precisely this way. If I could just get onto Hanako-sama's float, I could speak with her in private.
Get there how?
Why jump? Of course.
Expectations way too high, Goro. Couldn't pull that off even if you still had your fancy implants.
I have thought of a solution. While you are occupied with your shady dealings, I learned more about the floats. They are all kept in one place, Arasaka Industrial Park. It is there that they prepare them. We need only to break into the compound, find the right float and inject a virus into its system. You will then be able to disable any security before I sneak inside.
Lots of ways to skin this particular cat, you know. Gonna need...
I know what you need. It is taken care of. I have an infected shard. It was not cheap, but the man who sold it to me guaranteed it will work.
Where'd you get this shard?
Across the canal.
Kabuki? Might actually be half decent soft then. And if it isn't, got a few tricks up my sleeve too.
This is good to know. Let us move on. To take control of the float is one thing, but not all. The security concerns me, the snipers especially. I will be an easy target. But I may have an answer. Okada-san mentioned the city cameras. If we gain access to them, we will see exactly where the snipers are. You can deal with them as I advance.
Sounds like a plan.
You agree just like that? The risks are considerable.
Yeah, well, getting more and more used to that.
And now, what would you say to a small test? We must try the shard. The camera control room is in front of us. You must get inside and infect the network. That is all.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you'll do what? Crack open a can of suds?
I will not touch alcohol. At work, I will watch your back. Now, get to it.
Fucking worked.
And?
Two-bit thief, ain't I? Keep saying so yourself.
Not without reason. The shard works. Good. The easy work we have done. To break into Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a bed of roses. But before we discuss that... Sit. I have not eaten since yesterday. Give me the best on the menu.
I highly recommend the yakitori today.
Anything that isn't local, please.
See you tomorrow.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this Sokka scum might actually prove useful. He's a well-trained dog. Needs orders, that's all. And when he outlives his purpose, we'll flatline him.
He's not on his A game, sure. But even without implants, he could decommission us easily.
Where's that come from? Ever seen him in action?
No, just know. From the way he walks, look in his eye.
We'll come back to this later.
What is this?
Hey, yakitori.
Okay, I have laid the plan. 1. We break into Arasaka Industrial Park. 1.5. We hack Hanako-sama's float. 2. During the parade, with my help, you eliminate any snipers. 3. I get onto the float. 4. I convince Hanako-sama of the truth.
Well, sounds like a suicide run, but done dumber shit than this, so...
Things even more stupid than stealing from Arasaka.
None dumber yet, no. Set the bar pretty high with that one.
Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
What are you doing? Don't let him off his leash. Let him stray even a couple of feet, and you can say goodbye to his fucking honor. Go with him, V.
Got enough on my plate as it is. I'll let you handle that.
So I shall.
It is ultimately to defend the well-being of my family.
Cook! Louder! Louder!
I have decided to double the amount of our active Night City security forces. President Myers has called
He
for a
eliminated the
breach
last
in the Army
obstacle
of
between
North.
himself and complete power.
The NUSA
They
and
surrendered it to him.
Tell me then, what do we call the murder of my father? Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka, an empire built to last. Before Yorinobu set fire to it from the inside, all of this began with him. The factions, power struggles, all of this. Kusa!
Where's Yorinobu's rebellious streak come from?
No one knows this. Perhaps soon I shall ask him in person.
Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could've kept his son on a short leash.
Arasaka-sama was a strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known. And yet, at a critical moment, he showed a weakness.
For Yorinobu.
For his daughter. When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word. Yet he did not, for he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of his deeds.
Wait, you think she's complicit in Saburo's murder?
I think we are all to blame. We allowed ourselves to be tricked. But we will correct this soon. Time for some reconnaissance. Wait for my call.